Yo, what's up, fam? It's your boy L-Zee.
And your boy Steele, you said you weren't gonna start it with the yo, but you started with the yo anyway.
I said I wasn't gonna start with a yo, man.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, don't kill my vibe. We just into this podcast right now, please,
let's go.
man.
I'm not trying to be negative.
How are you, man?
I'm doing great. Are we really doing this? Asking each other how we are
Exactly, man.
on the podcast.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
This is where you ask how I'm doing. What is wrong with you, man? Why are you so self-centered?
I don't know. I'm not.
You need to
I'm
ask
not
me how
interested
I'm
in
doing.
knowing how you're doing.
Why
on the
not?
Podcast.
Don't you
I
care about
know.
me, man?
I just feel like those are like what futile questions. I don't even know what futile really means, but
See?
it seemed fitting for that, you know.
Niggas get married and they stop caring about their niggas. This is what happens, man. This is what happens.
L-Zee, you always bring up the marriage thing.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
I'm jealous, man.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
jealous.
dude. Let's get into
I want to
it,
get
man.
married still.
I know you do.
Yeah, man.
Because you always speak about marriage.
Yeah,
I
man.
know you do.
Why are you acting as if it's a bad thing, though?
No, it's not a bad thing. Just got to straighten up, that's all.
What you mean straighten up,
You know?
man?
Straighten up.
Nigga, how long you been married? You already giving me marriage advice, man?
I'm not giving you marriage advice. I'm just saying if you want to get married, straighten up. So I'm giving you advice up until the point of marriage. I'm not giving you marriage advice.
When you say straighten up, first of all, a man with pants as tight as yours cannot say, I need to straighten up, man.
No,
Like,
a man with pants as tight as mine can tell you to actually straighten up because they keep you straight.
Nah, son. That's
Okay.
LGBT. What? What other letters?
I'm not entering that. That day, if shots are coming, they need to come at you. That day, I'm not commenting.
There we
on that.
go.
I'm not gonna do that.
PC steel.
I'm not gonna do that. Call me what? Call
LGB
me PC. Call me what you want.
LGBT PC. Yo, still
I'm
okay.
fine with
Okay,
it,
it's
man.
cool, man. I'm just teasing you.
Yeah,
That's okay.
I'm not gonna catch no
That's okay.
feelings, unlike you though.
I feel like
you know,
catching
you
feelings.
catch
man.
feelings easy.
I feel like you're catching
okay,
feelings.
Cool.
man.
You
But
know,
it's okay.
You know
man.
how to throw it out, but you don't know. You know how to dish it out, but you don't know how to take it when it comes.
Okay, see, there you go,
So-
being all emo right now.
No, I'm
man.
not actually.
Come on,
not,
man.
Not even a
You're supposed to
bit.
be in happy vibes
Not
right
I'm
now.
super happy. Like I'm
No, you're
smiling
not.
right now. So
Anyways, don't be rude, man. Let's introduce our guest because before we get into that, I want to discuss the situation we got going on with Quincy Jones, man.
whoa,
Did you watch the
whoa.
Quincy Jones interview, man?
No, I have absolutely no idea what's happening.
Oh,
I heard.
okay.
I heard. Was it Ayanda telling me about Quincy Jones? Yeah, I think it was Ayanda telling me about.
Oh,
the Quincy
one
Jones
of our guests.
situation.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I have
Yo,
absolutely
bro,
no idea what's going on.
It was heated. It was heated, okay, that's all I'm going to say. But if you haven't watched it, then I guess we can't talk much about it. But I'll give you a brief introduction to it. He goes off, man. He goes off. Like, you know, Quincy Jones is a legend in the music industry, right?
Yeah, I know about
He's
Quincy
been
Jones.
in this game for what, 50 years? He's been in the music. He's like 84 now. Basically, he's the man that made Michael Jackson, okay? Quincy Jones says Michael Jackson used to steal songs. I'm offended by that, okay? Because Michael Jackson is a freaking legend.
Oh my
Okay?
gosh! Wow.
I'm
Quincy
a catch
Jones is
feelings.
more of a legend than Michael Jackson.
No,
will
he's
ever
not.
Be.
He'll never be. He'll never be more of a
Okay.
legend. Listen, Michael Jackson got accused of touching little boys, and he still was a legend, okay? Just like R. Kelly is a legend. People call him a pedophile. R. Kelly is still performing, selling out concerts, man. People still bumping that Chocolate Factory. Matter of fact, I heard Ayanda playing Trapped in the Closet just the other day, okay?
Why are you swinging uncontrollably? Like, what's going on? Like, you shifting. What's happening?
I don't know, man. I feel like a kid.
Okay. Yeah, you just started speaking about Michael Jackson and your feet just started swinging uncontrollably
Yeah,
like
man.
a kid. And you're speaking about how you used to, you know. I don't
I'm
know.
guessing this is where you're going to make a joke
No,
about Michael
actually,
Jackson
nah.
and me
You know what? Let's just leave it.
I saw it coming.
Let's let it go.
I saw it
Let's
coming.
leave it. It was my chance for a comeback, but I was like,
Come
nah,
on, man. Come on.
not
Man.
worth it.
We need to have fun in this episode because we got awesome guests. We need to be stupid, man. Because
No.
I feel like we always serious because of Steel. Just to throw that out there. If Steel comes at you people like this is an interview, it's not my fault. I did not plan this. This is what he does. Okay.
Yo. Whoa, whoa.
We got two awesome guests. One of them is a homeboy, Ace.
I think
Who
ladies first. I think
worked
ladies
in a
first.
recent movie which is coming out when March, right? Still, you're
No,
also in that
two-
movie,
two
right?
movies that he worked on.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that's coming out now, March.
Yeah,
The other
both
one,
of
I
them
don't
are
know
coming out
when.
in March.
Beautifully Broken
No, that one's not coming
it's
out.
gonna screen at the NRB on the
1st of March.
1st of March. Yeah.
Use your mic,
and,
man.
And,
Don't be scared.
And then the Raw is coming out on the 2nd of March. So both of them are in
we
March.
Yeah.
won't talk about the other one.
You sound
Let's
like a
ta-
legit person right now, making movies. You,
Yeah, he is. Whoa.
your friends are making
Shots
sure
fired.
that you're like
Shots
you're
out.
advertised.
Shots out.
man.
Oh,
They ain't
snap.
playing.
Oh, man.
Your friends got your
Wow.
back.
I don't.
I'd catch
I really
feelings
don't know
about
how
you,
to
man.
take this. I sound like a legit person. Like I don't know how to
Okay,
take
fine.
it.
You
Yeah,
are a
no,
legit
just-
person. You made
re-
movies.
Just take it how it comes, bro. Just take it
meant
how
as a
it comes, bro.
so
uh,
there.
Yeah, in case y'all wondering who is that speaking, she's been lurking for a while now. She's been aching to say something.
I don't understand
No,
why you didn't
I
do
just
it.
didn't want to get in
TKay.
between what you and Steel had.
Yeah.
But
I don't
it's
understand.
So sweet.
What I
It's
don't
so
understand is
cute.
why he didn't do the introductions in the beginning. You know why? Because he doesn't want me to.
He's too busy asking
doesn't
you to
want me to
ask him
be
how he's doing.
PC, or he doesn't want me to act like it's
Oh,
an interview.
guys, this is
so he
cute.
wants to do it whatever, like this thing that he wants to do, and then he doesn't do introductions, and then conversations go, and then we.
I feel like I'm in a room I
Wow.
shouldn't be, where both of you guys should be by yourselves.
Whoa,
working
whoa,
things
whoa,
out.
whoa. Okay, first
Like
of all,
in a ring where you should be working it out.
time out.
with boxing
I can't
gloves on.
I can't be in a room alone with Steel. Okay,
No, you will not be in a room.
of
alone.
course. First of all, I don't feel safe that you're next to me right now, man. You know what I mean?
Whatever's happening between
So
you
what
guys.
are we here for again?
is-
Thank
yeah,
you,
we're supposed
TK.
to be doing a podcast,
Thank
but
Thank you
Steel's
for that,
catching
TK.
feelings here, man.
I'm actually really not, dude. Can we like get to what we actually here for?
Go on with your interviews.
Wow.
Okay, so I'm TK. I've been lurking around waiting for the interview to start.
Hi, TKay.
Hi, Randy.
This feels like an AA meeting, man. Like, people, can you please lively up already? Come on, man. It's a Monday afternoon, after work.
Exactly. It's Monday.
Some of us are at work. I won't mention names.
Some of us
we all at work.
been to work since yesterday.
Really?
Yes.
I forgot you came from night shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Ace, my boy Ayanda, he was on night shift last night. He hasn't slept because he's been waiting to do this podcast, and we've been the ones keeping him awake. Well, I didn't keep him awake, but I told him to sleep, but he didn't want to. So he was working, and now he's here. Finally, you get to talk to us, man. Can you tell us on your views on Valentine's Day, man?
Valentine's Day, like for me, it's just a waste of money. Guys.
Wait, sorry, Brian. Sorry, can I just interrupt you there, man?
See, there
Wow.
you go.
No,
There you
bro.
Why are you,
didn't-
interrupting a guest?
No, hold on.
Why are you
hold on.
interrupting?
Hold
a
on,
guest?
hold on. Number one,
That's just rude.
you didn't even like let the people know what we're speaking about today. You just jump straight into the question, like, bro.
First of all, I'm so confused as to what the hell's going on. I'm trying to keep the conversation going because you in your feelings today, man. I can't work with you right now.
Okay,
This guys, come on,
would you
guys,
do
come on,
this thing?
guys.
Can I ask? Because I feel like you're the one I can trust right now. Honestly,
Nah, guys, you guys do your thing.
Wow.
Do your thing. You're doing it well.
that's
Kind of.
that's TK's way
Sort
of
of.
saying, yeah, Steel is actually right.
Sure, why not?
TKay.
Let's just let it happen.
You know what I mean?
Uh,
But just in case you might be wondering and you might be listening to the podcast, we're speaking about Valentine's Day. This was L-Zee's amazing idea of wanting to speak about Valentine's Day since it's going to be Valentine's Day on the 14th of February, which is in 2
when
days'
this
time.
episode comes out.
Which, yeah, basically is in 2 days' time. And so it's going to be Valentine's Day. So L-Zee wants to speak about Valentine's Day. I said, L-Zee, this is a bad idea. Don't want to do it. Don't think it'll work. But he's like, nah, it is. It's
Why?
gonna work.
Why do I want to
Hold
speak
on.
about Valentine's Day?
Hold on,
It's a
hold
setup for something. Hold up.
Hold on,
First of all,
I'm doing the intro
it's
here.
my
You didn't wanna
one.
do the
It's
intro.
my 1 year anniversary to what? To what?
I don't know. You tell us. I don't know.
Exactly. You don't know. So let me explain, Mr. I want to disturb the situation that's going on. First of all, you don't know what the hell's going on. So let me explain to the people what the hell's going on. 2 days' time, I'm going to be celebrating my 1 year anniversary since I've released what?
The art in heart.
Thank you. Somebody knows.
What is that?
Wow.
Okay,
Pipeline
someone's got
crime.
jokes.
No,
Okay,
I'm asking genuinely for someone who might be listening. I'm asking genuinely for someone. I'm not asking for
Once it
me.
comes to my music, I catch feelings, okay?
Listen, let me tell
Once
you
it comes to my
something.
music, I catch feelings.
Okay, let me tell you something.
You want to take jabs, man?
Let me tell you something. When I ask questions like that, obviously I know what that is. I'm not asking a question for me. I'm asking for somebody who might be listening who might not know what that is. You feel me?
Okay, if you're listening
Dope.
and you don't know what the art in heart is, you need to get on SoundCloud on our Blurprint Sessions page and you'll find the songs there. Or you can go to our YouTube channel and you'll find the songs there. Or you can go to my personal SoundCloud account and you will find the art in heart there, which is L-Zee Braden's finest. But let me not make this about me
You still haven't
just yet.
answered what the art and heart is, though.
I just told people where to find if they don't know.
Yeah, but they don't know what it is.
It's my music, man.
Just say it's your album, dude. Like
It's
that
not my
easy.
album, it's my EP.
Okay, yeah, that. Easy.
I thought you said you knew. Why are you
I-
getting it wrong?
I do know. I do know. For me, dude, album EP,
Why
it's all the same to me.
Why are you
okay?
getting it wrong if you know?
It's all the same to me. Album EP, yeah, fine.
Gafa.
Exactly.
Pumumzulu.
Exactly. Okay, so we do have two amazing guests with us
Yeah.
today because L-Zee is just wanting to make this like very lazy
Very
daisical, and I
open.
don't like lazy daisical type of vibes. I like structure. So we have two amazing guests with us. We've got TKay and we've got Ayanda.
Let's go with the interviews.
Exactly. So we're gonna be speaking about Valentine's Day. Randy's awesome idea. Randy, take it away.
Now he's passing it back to me.
Yes, I am.
This guy is so awkward, man. Yo, man, I don't really want to talk about Valentine's Day. I just want to make fun of couples again. That's my main aim. But I just wanted to set it up in the form of Valentine's Day. So let's start with Valentine's Day, man. Am I the only person who believes Valentine's Day is stupid?
Me too, bro. I think it's just a waste of time, man.
I wouldn't know. I've never really been a participant. But if you ask my high school friends, they might know. Well, back in 4 years ago.
You're trying to tell me in all your years on this earth, you don't think nothing of Valentine's Day?
I've never participated in it. So
I've
I
never
wouldn't know.
participated either. But I'm sure you have a feeling towards it.
I mean, it's what people used to do back in high school.
I think people are still doing it today in high school.
Yes. So
Some
emphasis on
actually
high
are not
school.
even in high school and are
You know,
celebrating
shame. I was
Valentine's.
actually talking to a married couple who like
Yeah.
each other very much. Like each other as in
I hope this
they
is not
more
steal.
than love each other. So they were talking about how they don't do Valentine's Day because, I mean, it just seems very high school-like. Because you're going around asking for Valentine's dates and sending
What?
anonymous cards and not being forthcoming about who you like.
Uh-huh.
Or whatever. So they've decided they're going to do Valentine's Day the way they want to do Valentine's Day. And so Valentine's Day is basically every day for them because they don't do anything
No.
different. They still like each other the same on the day after the day. So
That's so corny.
Right.
Wow, man.
says the guy who doesn't have
No.
someone to spend it with.
Oh.
Anyway,
I like that, TK. I like that, TK.
I thought we were in the same
more
boat. I don't know why am I being singled out. Yeah, but it is true, people. This is actually gonna be my first Valentine's without a spouse.
a
I'm
spouse.
happy for you.
House.
I'm really happy for you, legit.
I'm happy for myself, man, because I feel like women are a distraction, man.
You see, you remember earlier when I was speaking about you
I'm
saying
sorry,
you want to
what?
get married? And then
Yeah.
I said you're going to have to straighten up. That's the type of stuff I was talking about right there.
First of all, man, I
Okay.
want to get married, but not right now. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Cool, L-Zee, I hear you.
Great for you. That's married. No. I mean, that's great, man. At least one of us has to do it. You know, you had to pave the way for us.
I've actually got a question, right?
What
why,
up?
Why do people make marriage to seem like this great achievement when,
It actually is.
in what sense? Please enlighten me.
First of all, not many people get to experience the beauty of marriage. Now, I'm talking about people who spend the rest of their lives just dating and never get to be married. Then there's the people that get married but don't understand marriage. To me, why marriage is such a great achievement for me. For one, I don't like people. I'm letting you all know now. I don't like people. I really can't stand people. But
They probably
there's-
feel the same way about you.
that makes life easier then.
What?
They actually do, though. They actually do. But
So
I don't
you-
want to get
so-
into
so
that.
you
Whoa,
want them
whoa,
to
whoa,
like you,
don't
but you
disturb
don't
me.
wanna like
I'm
them?
going somewhere. I'm
Okay,
going
fine,
somewhere
cool,
with this.
go.
Where was I? See, still, you messed up my whole mojo. You messed up my whole mojo. I was saying, the whole marriage vibe. People who are married don't get to experience the beauty of marriage. The reason why marriage is such a great achievement to me, aside from me not liking people, there's one person that I believe I will like, and that person I will marry. You know, I really don't like being around people, but I believe I will meet someone who I'll want to be around every day, and that person will be my partner. Like, you can tell me about it because you know probably more than me about the matter. But this, I'm just speaking from imagination. You know, I dream a lot about marriage. You know what I mean? I'm going all emo and sentimental
you're
right now.
obsessed- you're
Please
obsessed-
don't judge me.
What do you obsess about it?
Like, man, there's
don't-
nothing more beautiful than knowing I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to make breakfast in bed for my wife. And then I'm going to hop back in bed. And then we just going to enjoy each other's company, bro. I'm not going to go to work because I won't be working. You know, I'm
I
going to
don't
be
know,
my
I just-
own boss.
It's just, you know why I asked this question? It's
Wait,
just because, like,
why you disturb me while I'm
I'm
going
not
in
trying
my dream,
to.
man.
I'm really not trying to. I just really, your dream is
See,
great and it's beautiful.
I was going all emo and
Yeah,
sentimental right
and your
there.
dream is
I
great
want it
and
to be
it's-
soft.
Your dream is great and
mushy.
it's beautiful. I just, you know why I'm asking this question? It's because, like, it's like I'm seeing something within society, right? Which is, I don't know, man. It's almost like single people are almost looked down upon, right?
Yeah,
and
if
it's
they're
like
not married.
It's like married people are put on this pedestal.
Yeah.
You understand? Which
Yeah.
is everybody should aspire
To be married.
Exactly. You understand?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
and more especially for women.
Yeah, it's like there's a clock.
It's something that it's something that I've generally been seeing, which is I'm seeing like
TKay.
I'm
He's
yeah.
speaking the truth. Let the guy talk.
It's like I'm seeing as if people are putting it almost on women's burdens or shoulders to say, are putting it on women's shoulders to say, you guys need to get married, and if you're not married, that means
Yes.
there's something wrong with you.
There's something wrong with you, TKay.
No.
When are
But-
you getting married? Are you okay?
Exactly.
Is everything going well?
Do you understand what
when
I'm
are
saying?
you finding a husband?
Exactly.
Oh.
Exactly
Like,
my point. And then you find women who just they're fine without a man. They can
Yeah.
do without a man. They can be, celibate all their lives. They, no, I'm being serious for
Okay,
real.
I,
But
I
then-
wouldn't say
but
they
then-
go
but-
celibate all their lives, but
no, you find that, and but then
Very
but
rare
then-
case.
but- no, it's not very rare.
Oh, it's
But-
rare.
But then society will be like, "There's something wrong with you. What's wrong with me? If I'm a man, even, and I'm like, I just want to be single the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Because obviously, I stand by certain principles. You understand? So for me, if it's not marriage, it's single. It's not.
I
I feel
feel
it's not single and dipping and
Dabbling,
diving. You understand?
and
what I mean?
I,
Like,
I feel where you're coming from still, because from my understanding, that is the case. Like, there's a lot of pressure if you're not married.
why?
Like me, for instance, like I'm chasing 30. I won't mention numbers, but everybody has this question, like, when are you getting married? Even single people are asking me the stupid question, like, when are you getting married? Like, you shouldn't be talking to me like, yo, man, we need to get married. Not when are you getting married.
Yeah.
You can't come to me with that mentality when you yourself are not married. That's because, from my understanding, television has manipulated us to one marriage, but only for that one day. Marriage to people is that one day. It's not what happens after
So
that one
you're
day
saying
and
it's the wedding
honeymoon.
day?
It's basically it's the wedding and the honeymoon. People don't think about what happens after. That's not what marriage is to majority. Because to them, as flowers, wedding dresses, and bridesmaids and grooms and the whole scenario, and then you go to a honeymoon, some expensive honeymoon, and then they don't think about where they're going to live, where they're going to raise their kids, on when they're going to have kids. Like, they don't think about anything. To them, it's just marriage, honeymoon. Afterwards, it's not really a thought process. Because you can have a conversation with anyone about marriage. I promise you. It's either going to be the wedding day and the honeymoon. No one's going to talk about after. No one.
People usually talk about kids.
Yeah, people will have kids.
No, and even people who don't have kids usually talk about kids. They're like,
First of all,
I want to have kids and whatnot.
yeah, you can say you have kids, but you're not going to tell me when you want to have kids. Because I know when I want to have kids after I get married. 5 years after I get married, I want to have kids.
Okay. So let's say you get married at 60. Would you want to have kids 5 years after that?
I think what he's getting to, I think people like the idea of marriage. They like the idea of having kids. They like the idea of being in a relationship with the person who's going to commit to you. But then what they're not considering is the reality of that. So then far and beyond the idea of marriage, far and beyond the idea of having kids, the responsibility that comes with it, the trust that comes
Thank
with it, the financial responsibility, all of that has to
The jobs.
be put into place when you're pursuing someone to get married or when you're single and thinking about marriage. So not just the fancy, nice life. Of course, that's
Yeah.
something you want to think about, and of course, that's something you want to aim towards, having a big house with a big family and
Yeah.
Your
breakfast in
religion
beds
even.
and whatever. So all of that stuff you want to think about, but also understanding that there's an element to it that needs your responsibility and your maturity and getting into it. And so I think, as you were saying now, that some people do decide to be celibate.
Yeah.
And within that, there's also the thing of you're doing it because it's
I
a
need to
choice
meet
you're
these people.
making, fully aware of why you're making it, not because there's external circumstances
Yeah.
pushing you towards
Yeah.
it. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to be single, but it has to come from a place of making a choice about it and being fully aware and being led to do it, because it's not an easy thing to remain single, because as
Yeah.
you guys have mentioned as well, that people want to dabble in and out of relationships
Yep.
because they like the
Yeah.
idea of being with someone,
Yes.
Yeah.
but they don't want to take into consideration that, listen, I'm a human being, I'm a man or I'm a woman, and I've got this and that I want to do and all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
I kind of get you. I get both elements of it. And as for the pressure of wanting to get married and when are you getting married and when are you finding a husband and when this and when that, I don't actually understand exactly where that comes from with people, like
Yeah.
why there's a pressure for
Comes
people
from-
to get into relationships. Why do you think so?
Comes from who?
God wants us to be married, okay? God wants us to be fruitful, okay? The only way to be fruitful is to be married. Okay?
Sorry. Please repeat that.
Comes
I just
from
need you to
God.
repeat everything that you just said there right now. Like
God
repeat-
wants us to be married.
Okay, and what else?
So God doesn't want us to be married?
No, I want you to repeat. I don't want you to ask
No,
me.
no, no,
I
no, no,
want
no,
you to
no. It
repeat-
seems like you're disagreeing with me.
No, I'm wanting
Doesn't
you to
God want us to be
repeat
married?
Everything that you
Okay,
said.
so I'm going to act as the therapist right here. Randy still wants you to repeat what you said.
Simple.
I feel like I've repeated it over than 3 times already.
No, you kept asking me.
No,
What, do
I
you
said
agree? Do you
God
not agree?
3 times already after I said it. Are you trying to tell me you did not
Sometimes
hear
people
me?
stay
The whole
single because of
statement.
this kind of relationship.
Yeah, this kind
Huh?
of relationship.
You didn't repeat the whole
This is why people
statement.
want to be celibate, because of people like Steele. Listen, man.
No, because of unhealthy communication.
Okay, go.
Like
go.
still.
I want you. Okay,
Killing
please,
my vibe.
please just repeat one more time for me.
First of all, I hope you don't do
I
this
see-
to
I
your
seem
wife,
to be
okay?
slow.
Because you
I-
like to disturb
Stop
people while
it.
they
No,
Just
see,
repeat
just repeat the thing. Don't
Don't be rude.
Don't
Don't be rude.
dabble
I'm not
into
gonna-
other things. Just repeat the thing, please.
First of all,
I want to hear.
I was
properly.
going back to you, TK. Do you
Also,
want to
you're not
get
gonna
married?
repeat it.
Because I repeated myself 3 times. I'm not going to
Oh.
repeat myself again.
I do want to get married eventually.
That's
Okay.
nice. When that is, I feel like you've been quiet, man. What's going on?
Hey, bruh. Nah, the thing is,
It's like
If-
you're a child watching your parents fight.
like you and still.
That's what I
I-
was saying.
If it's not gonna be like the happily ever thingy, like I don't wanna get involved, bruh. Like
Yeah.
it seems like impossible nowadays that the thing
Yeah.
of having someone. I'm sure like you still are experiencing that right now, bruh. Like
Experiencing.
like the happily ever after thing, and then they lived happily ever after. Yeah, I'm that kind
He's
of guy.
experiencing the happily years.
It depends
Yeah.
on what people. Because look, everyone has, I think, their own view
Idea,
and yeah, an
yeah.
idea exactly like of what that is. You understand? Like it depends on like what your view and idea of happily ever
Happily,
after
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Alright, cool.
because happily ever after, I think in my view,
Is the end.
has never come without like a certain challenge.
Yeah.
You understand, of growth in one area or the other. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I mean, in these 2 months of me being married, of me being
Throwing
mar-
numbers in
you
there.
understand? Of me being married, like I've already come across a couple of challenges. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as small as toothpaste, what? You know what I mean? And having to find ways to grow around it. I'm like, okay, cool, snap. I remember a friend of mine who's married
Yeah.
telling me about a story relating
Yeah.
to toothpaste and whatnot, and solving the situation was just getting 2 separate toothpastes. You understand?
Yeah.
Some things as small as those, and having once having done that,
I like
you know,
that. I like that.
fulfillment of like achieving something.
Yeah.
You understand? Like that type of vibe there for me. You know what I mean? I could relate that to happiness. Perhaps for somebody else, they wouldn't relate that to happiness. For them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what people like. Everyone has their own expectations and views and ideas of what happily ever after means. And
I guess
Yeah.
I think I need to still grow a little bit more.
wow.
My nigga.
but
What up?
you know why I'm asking like again like this type of question, right?
Yeah.
Because relating it to Valentine's Day and whatnot, right? It's because I feel like it's such pressure. Because number one, I don't understand what the purpose of Valentine's Day is. Okay, so
To me-
I feel number one, I need to be educated in that area before I
Yeah.
can even dare to try participate in
Yeah.
it. Okay. Number two, I
Yeah.
feel like Valentine's Day, from my own experiences, just from high school,
Yeah.
places a certain demand on you as a teenager, and
Yeah.
like for me, going back, I wasn't
Especially as
even
a male.
For me, not even like
Yeah.
I wasn't even a teenager. I was still in primary school. I think grade 6 or grade 7.
Yeah.
I mean, it places a demand on you to do something about your life. Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I'm 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I
Mostly
mean?
guys. Mostly guys.
Exactly. Like I'm 12 years old. I'm 13 years old. Like, what do you want me to do about my love life at this early age? You understand? And I feel like it does. I feel like it does what society is doing when it comes to marriage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It places a demand
Excellent
on you.
point.
You
Excellent
have
point.
to
Yeah.
participate in Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine's or a date, then
you're
you're the laughing
loser.
stock. You understand?
Yeah.
And I feel like society has portrayed that type of mentality into almost everything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think when Valentine's Day was I don't think it was actually invented, but I think someone wanted to do something.
Why you keep looking over
To-
your shoulder like you
No,
you're scared
someone
of something?
called me. That's why I looked
Oh.
behind. I think the reason Valentine's Day was created, it's not the concept we have now, but I think someone wanted to help people who could not approach females. You know, a lot of people in school specifically lack confidence to approach a female. Now, normally the only time people have the courage to say anything to a female is when they have to go to like a dance or something of that kind, and that's the only time they have the courage to step up to a girl. Now, I think someone created Valentine's Day in order for someone who likes someone to have that courage to say, would you be my date? It's not easy on a random date to ask a female, like, hi, could you go out with me? Because, you know, a lot of people lack self-esteem. So they need that platform that allows them to ask such a question without that shady rejection. You know, like for instance, on a normal day, a guy can't even step up to a girl and say hi. I'm talking school-wise now.
not where
I'm talking
I'm from,
school-wise. Yo, trust me, man. High school is me. Okay,
Like
high
I
school is
said,
me.
not where I'm from, bro.
High school is me.
Like when you're speaking about not like a guy on a normal day can't even step up to a girl and say hi. Like not where I'm from. Where I'm from,
Yeah, ghetto people got problems, man. Okay.
well, call
Ghetto
it ghetto, whatever. But yeah, that's what
The
it
people
is.
with real self-esteem issues are actually people who are privileged, if I can say that. Because people in the ghetto, they have this confidence about them. I don't know where they get it from, but they have more of a confidence than people who are privileged. Am I the only person who sees that?
We're thinking,
Yeah, processing what you just like
just in case.
saying. Don't want to be peer pressured into answering something. I'm not too sure about.
We'll
Okay,
get back
okay,
to you
wait.
about it.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Like
This
a guy from Nahoon compared to a guy from Mtanzan, who do you think would have more confidence?
Hey, bruh. I don't know. I'm really not sure.
I honestly think maybe the confidence just comes from who they believe they are.
Yeah,
maybe.
dude, like,
More
Nah.
than I think sometimes
I don't think
circumstance
it has
has to
any-
do with stuff, but I
Yeah.
don't actually know. I've never actually taken a
Okay,
poll.
wait.
First of all,
This-
the hood is
this-
very rough, okay? It forces you to grow up in a certain way.
These people you're talking about who wait for this 14th of February to approach their
A
crushes.
privileged people, yes.
Oh yeah, like to them is like they think it's guaranteed they're gonna get the chick on the 14th of February.
No, but
I
what also
wouldn't say
happens is that.
guaranteed. I think it just gives them that
But
hope.
what I've also observed as well, just coming out of this through is that most girls are anticipant of this day. Like, I'm not even joking. Back when I was in school,
know.
all you heard was how many flowers am I gonna get, how many cards, and
How many
See,
chocolates?
And it was
I
the-
wanted to ask that question.
it was the it
Yeah.
was the
I
thing
wanted to go
that they
there,
were
but I
looking- it's
don't
like
want to be that guy.
The epitome of what they were looking for. So there's
Yeah.
it's like all the attention and all the affection that they've been wanting to get happens on that day. And so obviously for a random guy who's been waiting to ask this girl out, will obviously choose that day because the girl's anticipating it. Now, not all girls are into Valentine's Day. Speaking
We
as
know
one,
you're not, TKay.
I'm
We
just
know
like, fine, y'all get it together, do your thing. But like, not everyone is like that. I'm speaking from the point of view where he was coming from, where it's almost as a guarantee that they're going to get accepted. And obviously, most people will unfortunately accept all of them with the intention of just having 20 roses on the day. And to go tell their friends that they had 20 roses, whereas they only were ever interested in the guy who didn't buy a rose. But because it's like a childish, nice game to make the guy jealous, she'll just flaunt. It's just, I mean, Valentine's Day is just a little bit weird in the first place. But,
Right?
like, and the history of it, actually, I'm trying to find it on the internet. It's not working. But we were told back
better
in school,
not find you with roses and chocolate.
we were told in school that some guy got executed on this day and sent a letter to his child signing it your Valentine. And now everyone's making it some romantic gesture. I think it was some uncle who was related to a child or whatever. It wasn't
Uncle
even
Tom.
like, it wasn't even like a romantic, eros kind of, it was just an act of love or whatever the case may be. Steele's trying to find the history, hopefully.
No,
But
I'm really not.
I
was
mean,
just,
as soon as I get to it, I'll give you the actual facts of it. So the whole thing, even the way it started, is never the way it ends. It's like that with everything in the world. The way it
that
starts
is
is
true.
never really the way it ends.
It's
And so
never the
you
way it ends.
going around celebrating a nice day and you don't even know where it comes from. But now you're putting so much pressure on yourself, or you're putting so much pressure on other people
Straight
to
up.
do something you don't even know what it's
What's
about.
the
Yeah,
cause,
or
yeah.
fully
Like,
understand.
why are we even doing this?
Yeah.
So
Do you guys
So,
celebrate?
women are just taking advantage of the day,
No,
and exploiting
I feel like
their
Why did
everyone, I
exploiting
don't necessarily
the
think
guys.
it's women wanting to take advantage of guys. At the same time, I feel like guys allow women to do that if that's the case. Because why? No, but wait, think about it. Why would a girl why is it easy for a girl to take advantage of a guy? Because a guy's letting that girl. I mean, you can tell a girl's busy using you, but you keep doing it, but because it's like for
Some
the
guys
whole,
can't tell, actually. Some guys
Well,
really
I
can't.
mean,
that is true.
Some guys really
well,
can't.
That is-
like
I've
I
seen
honestly
this.
feel like some things can be
firsthand.
prevented. Like
Yeah.
other guys do see it. Your friend might see it, but he won't say anything because he
The
doesn't want to
person
hurt
in
your
the
feelings.
relationship won't see it.
Like, and I feel like it's not necessarily women taking advantage of guys. It's also, why are we putting so much pressure on the day, and why are we only on the day getting the courage to come up and ask a girl out?
True.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like Valentine's Day also, in a sense, kind of promotes promiscuity? Like, you know what I mean? As in, like, you being with
20.
multiple partners instead of just
That's the one.
Nah.
faithful one partner.
That's one
monogamy.
thing. That's one thing that I could only say has been right about Valentine's. They've never promoted that.
No, who are you talking about has never promoted? I'm not talking about people, promoters, advertisements. I'm talking about the day
No.
itself and the things that happen within the day and the expectations that are laid.
You see, it goes
upon
back to what
the day.
TKay
To a
was
certain
saying.
extent,
Goes back to what
a
TKay
guy
was saying.
gets the attention because he got the girl. A girl gets the attention because she got the roses. So either or, at the end of the day, people just genuinely want to tend towards where they get attention and get credit and get recognized. And it's just a natural gravitation for some or other reason that people want to be recognized. So the day just promotes
Ego.
self whatever, like self-recognition, where everyone gets to notice me and it's all about me and what I did. So it's like, it does to a certain extent promote that, but it's not necessarily for that, much
Yeah.
like other things in the world.
I don't know. I just
Like-
feel like it does. I just feel like it promotes promiscuity. Because, like, what are you doing with 20 roses? What are you doing accepting 20 roses as a female? What are you doing accepting 50 roses? as
Okay,
a
first of
female?
all, if a female is about that life, that's her own business. But Valentine's
that's what
Day
I'm
has
saying.
always been about either people who don't have a person, a partner,
But L-Zee,
to approach
but
a
L-Zee,
person
that's
and
what I'm
have
saying.
someone.
But hold on.
But number two,
Okay.
or for people who are in relationships, to bless each other.
Okay, cool. I get the people.
Sort
in
of like an
I
anniversary
get
type
the
of
people in
situation.
relationships replace each other.
Then
But the promiscuity thing comes in when I'm saying, what are you doing as a female accepting 50 roses? When what is the rule generally?
it has
You're
nothing
supposed
to do
you're
with
supposed to accept like
Valentine's. It has something to do
one
with
rose,
the female.
right? You're supposed to
The
accept
issue-
like one rose.
Yeah, from that one guy.
Is that the rule?
If listen,
Like, how does this stuff work?
Are
Please,
you
somebody
supposed to accept one compliment? Is that the rule?
no.
It could
First of
also
all,
swing that way.
Okay,
No.
I get a rose. That's a compliment. But are you getting roses from a guy because he wants you and you're taking
But
them?
that's the thing about that day. You don't know. Like, why are you getting... You're just getting
But
roses because
doesn't it
people are
come with
busy
like
going around
cards
giving...
and stuff like that?
Yeah, it does.
Well, signed anonymous isn't exactly helpful, is it? I really have a crush on you from
TKay.
anonymous. It's not
TKay.
helpful.
How many anonymouses
I'm
have
just
you got?
saying, I feel like at the beginning of this, I said I did not participate in Valentine's Day.
Did not mean guys did not approach you.
I'm just saying, I made a
Yeah, that's
discllaimer
actually a good
at the
question.
beginning
TK, did you
of
have
the
any
day.
approaches?
So
When
we
was the
are
last time
talking
you got
about
a
other people
Valentine's
right
approach?
now.
When was the last time a guy asked you to be his Valentine? High school.
Probably because I'm in Bible school. Nobody allowed.
Wait,
to do none
wait.
of
So,
that.
so,
I
so hold
was in
up. So, hold
Bible
up.
school.
So, what was the situation? Like, guys come up to you, they asked you to be their Valentine, and then you said no.
No, what happened at school was, listen, this is what happened at high school.
Okay.
So people used to go to
Rejection
this
101.
teacher who used to sell all these Valentine's Day cups and roses and cards and all of
Yeah.
that stuff. So people used to go up to the teacher, buy them, like the couples of the school would obviously be more of like participants in this. So they would
Okay.
buy cups with the name of a person on it and then
Cool.
it said be my Valentine, etc., etc. So whoever had a crush on whoever gave a cup or a rose or whatever to whomever. So that's just how life
That
happened
worked.
in high school. So
Yeah.
and you sometimes wouldn't know where the thing came from. From this is me speaking from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So
But would you take all 20 of them or all 2 of them?
no, I
Okay.
feel like I told you that I don't participate in
You
such.
want to know
Like
you're
stop.
promiscuous.
Okay,
Like,
no, it's cool. I just wanted to make sure.
like
I just
I
wanted
feel
to make sure.
like
I just wanted to make
you
sure.
know
That's
I
fine.
didn't participate in
Okay,
Valentine's
nah, I
Day.
Still
understand.
throwing heavy shade there.
No, I'm not.
Low blows.
I just wanted to understand and be
You're
enlightened.
Trying to
you
air
know?
people's.
Did you get Valentine's in high school?
How many Valentine's roses did you give to different girls at high school?
Look,
I feel like while we're busy trying to flip this on women,
Yeah.
you males are
That-
as much to
that's-
blame because you
Mr.
want to go around
Promiscuous.
giving 20 girls 20 different roses,
Promiscuous
hoping to catch one
boy.
out of the 20. So, you
look.
know.
I think I learned a valuable lesson in high school. I liked this one girl.
Oh.
Yeah, and like
We're going to edit that part out.
nah, you don't edit nothing out, yeah. What I'm saying. So like, man, but she used me. That's the problem. You understand?
Whoa.
And that's when I noticed. I'm like,
Definitely
okay,
editing
cool.
that part out.
I'm like, okay, cool. I've been used. You understand?
Yeah.
For gifts, and I'm never doing it again in my life.
So you've celebrated Valentine's before,
No, I was trying to get the girl.
but you used Valentine's to get
I
her.
wasn't trying to even get the girl. I was just trying to charm her. You understand?
But you wanted her.
Not really.
Now that he thinks about
Wow.
it, no.
Like not really.
You're going to try and act tough now
No.
after the whole situation?
No, but think about it. Like hindsight, you never actually know. No.
I didn't really want her as a girlfriend because in high school I didn't know what I wanted.
Yeah.
You understand? Like
Yeah.
I was in high school, I thought I wanted her, and then 2 weeks later I saw another one. I'm like,
So you were that guy, yeah?
I think I want that
BC
one.
days.
And then 3 weeks later I see another one. I'm like, no, I think I want that one. And
So you were a problem in
so-
high school.
No, I never dated none of them. That's the problem. Okay, I only.
That's what we're
I
So
only-
you were a
I've-
lurker.
I've only had 2 girlfriends, like two in high school. My whole high school life, I've only had 2 girlfriends. You understand? That's
Sure.
it.
I won't lie, man.
That's it.
First of all, if we're going to talk high school, I didn't really date girls until grade 10.
And those were BC days, man. So, you feel me?
Thank God you got saved and found a woman. Oh my gosh, she full of glory. She gorgeous.
But TK,
Let's hope he stopped looking.
Whoa, hold on,
he
hold on.
did stop looking. He better have
Hold up,
stopped.
hold
Yeah,
up, hold
still.
up. TK,
Come
hold
on.
up.
I know
like,
for a fact he stopped looking.
but
So
like-
check yourself.
but like BC
Whoa.
days, né? But like BC days, 2 girlfriends. That's almost like a 0.1%. That's a complete fail. Like in guys' standards, where I come from. from
Yeah,
my
it
hood.
is a fail.
From my hood.
It is a
Yeah.
fail.
That's like a fail, dude. Like, are you even a guy? You understand? You understand, Super Vibes?
The way he's speaking, it's like he's speaking AC. Yeah.
What's
How do
it?
you even manage having two chicks at the same school?
No,
bruh?
I didn't have two at the
He
same
said
school.
he had 2 girlfriends.
Like 2 girlfriends
Wow.
throughout my high
That's
school.
the part that you caught.
Throughout my high school,
Okay.
throughout my high school
Okay.
career. You understand? So I only had 2 girlfriends throughout my high school career. I never had 2 at the same time.
No,
Never.
the same.
Let's
Oh,
get to
cool.
you,
I
Ace.
never did
Let's
that.
get to you
No.
because clearly this is what you want to talk about. How many Valentines did you have, man?
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I've never celebrated a Valentine's, bruh. Like having someone to celebrate the Valentines with.
Yeah.
Like,
So
I
you've
don't
always
even
been
know,
lonely
bruh.
on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I've always been alone.
And you're gonna
bruh.
say that proudly, yeah. I've been
Yeah,
lonely.
bruh. It's
The
not hiding
situation-
anything.
And what was the reaction like amongst like your peers?
Best believe it, you got it,
growing
man.
up, like what was the reaction amongst them?
Nah, you know, almost like, that guy doesn't have a cheek. Like,
You
like
see,
I didn't
peer
like
pressure.
Like
Yeah.
that didn't
Like,
even
adds that.
matter to me, bro. I was just
I don't
like,
believe in
cool,
peer
bruh.
pressure.
You do
I
your thing,
honestly
man.
don't.
Excuse you?
I don't believe in peer pressure. I think it's just an
He's
excuse
always
for
said
people.
this
to
though,
do-
in his defense.
I honestly don't believe in
Oh,
peer
yeah,
pressure.
has he?
He's always
has he always
said
been?
this.
So what?
Like
what,
TK, you would agree with
so
me.
what is it about peer pressure that you don't believe?
First of all, whatever other people say, it don't matter.
But not everybody feels like that, L-Zee.
Exactly.
And that's
don't even
and that's
know
what
what
peer
peer
pressure
pressure
feeds
is.
off of. And that's do you understand?
Nah, man. If you
That's the type of
believe
people,
in who
peer
you
pressure.
are and love who you are, you don't have to worry about what. Really,
but not
if
everybody
your friends
thinks
are
like
your
that,
friends,
though.
nigga, listen to me. First of all, if his friends are his friends, they're not gonna laugh at him at the fact that he spoke to TK and didn't get her number. That's a problem with his friends. If his friends are laughing at him like, wow, you didn't get TK's number, wow. Yo, man, you need to change friends type of situation. It's that simple.
Yes, cool, get it.
Peer pressure is just an excuse that was created for people
Hold
with
on.
problems, man.
Hold on. Wait,
I don't even know what peer pressure is, bro.
Exactly.
wait, hold on.
Don't
No,
exist. It's just
everybody's,
an excuse, bro.
everybody's been peer pressure to some
Nah,
degree,
never been
some
peer
extent in
pressure.
their lives.
I've never been peer
Whether
pressure.
you like are aware of it or not. But what I wanna say to you is, I hear what you're saying and saying like, but in high school, did you think like that? Did you always have that mentality in high
Always
school?
had that. I've never been a cool kid still. I've never been a cool kid. For that reason. I've never been a cool kid. If I didn't like something, I never did it.
Okay.
And I was proud of it too.
Okay, but did you have friends in high school?
Of course I had. Okay, I had people I hung around with. I wouldn't call them friends.
Okay, cool. And there's not even
I
a
don't even-
single thing that they peer pressured you into doing that you didn't necessarily want to do, but you ended up doing.
Bruh.
Not even
Nobody puts a
one-
gun to your head
Yeah.
and says, do this.
Nobody does that.
Exactly.
No friend does that.
Peer pressure is when your life is on the line. Okay, that's peer pressure. As long as someone is just laughing at you, that's not peer pressure.
I don't think you have. an
That's not
understand-
peer
I don't think you
pressure.
have an understanding of what peer pressure is, bro.
Oh, I know what your guys' idea of peer pressure is.
No, we're
Peer
talking-
pressure
we're
is
talking
you're
ab-
not gonna die if you don't ask a girl out. That's not peer pressure.
I think still was one of those cool kids at school. That's why he's been
I was.
affected.
I was
by this
not
peer
actually
pressure.
Because he was busy lurking
Yeah.
No,
week after week after another girl.
Popular. No, I was actually really not like.
How many
No.
times did you get rejected because of that, man?
Because of what?
Approaching girls.
Because of me approaching girls.
Yeah.
But I hardly ever approach girls. I never even approach girls. The only girl
No,
I've ever.
I can't talk to someone
can,
like this.
can I tell you something? Can I tell you
Too
something?
good at two shoes,
Can I tell you
man.
something? The only girl I've ever approached in my life, and I was the one to make the first step was my wife. Period. Only.
First of all, you
Legit.
had a relationship before your wife.
Yes, I never made the first step. I've never had.
came to
I've
you.
never had to make the first step in my life.
They
ever,
came to you.
in regards to relationships.
Oh, whoa, you have once on Valentine's and you got rejected. But we're not going to talk about that.
But even that
You got rejected, yes.
it wasn't a rejection.
It was.
It was a being used situation. You understand? So she made the first step, made it seem like she was interested. I bought stuff, and then later wasn't interested. You understand?
Yeah, she used you.
Exactly. So it was a being
Rejection.
used.
Boom.
You know what,
Let's
dude?
let's talk about me for a second. First of all, in high school, man, like I've never cared about girls until grade 10, bro. Like I was a late bloomer, okay, when it came to the whole female thing. I was so into games, sports, everything else besides girls. My clan, the guys that I hung around with, I don't want to call them friends. These guys used to attempt to pressure me into pursuing girls. And I was like, yeah, no. Every year, although, I had that one girl that I liked every year. But I just didn't have
You
any
were afraid you were
interest
gonna
in
get
pursuing her.
rejected.
It was a matter of, wow, there she goes, type of situation. But I never thought, you know what, I want to be in a relationship with this girl. It's only when I got to grade 10, yo, man, I don't want to lie. I was promiscuous in high school, grade 10 to grade 12, you know, because that's when I started noticing the whole female situation. But I didn't have like multiple partners type of situation. But I did hop from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl to girl. Like grade 10 to grade 12, I think the most time I've ever been single was a week. Like it was bad. It was bad.
Do you regret that?
Of course, I regret it. Okay, it's not something I was proud. But I think it was just a phase, man.
Yeah.
I think it was just because when
You reckon?
like once I got to college, once I started studying
Isn't that
music and
phase peer
sound,
pressure though? Wasn't that a peer
No.
pressured like phase?
no one see that's the thing. No one pressured me into attempting to go for these girls
How do you know?
because they came to me.
Yeah, but how do you know? But that's a form of peer pressure, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Because she's coming to you, she's pressuring you to get into a relationship with her, isn't it?
Don't be dumb.
Because do you know what peer pressure
Don't
is?
be dumb.
No, hold up.
Don't be
Do
dumb.
you know what peer pressure
Don't be
is?
dumb.
Peer
Don't be
pressure is
dumb.
encouragement or influence, bro, by one's peer. You understand?
So I peer pressured you into doing this podcast.
No.
That's what you say.
No.
I influenced you to doing this
No.
podcast. So you say that I peer pressured you
I
into
already
this.
had the idea of doing the podcast.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
No, you did
Because
not.
when
Man,
no,
miss
no.
me with all that. Listen to me, man.
No.
I'm still telling you my story. Why are
Okay,
you killing my
fine.
vibe right now?
Okay, go.
Wow.
Because seriously, I
Round
was not
two.
peer pressured into this, okay? The girl that approached me,
Yeah.
Rachel, the first girl in grade
Oh, so
10.
you're gonna name drop now?
I'm gonna name drop. But I'm not gonna name a
You're
last
gonna
name.
have to bleep that out somehow. or something.
Y'all ain't gonna. First of all, no one's gonna know who's Rachel. Okay,
It doesn't matter. Rachel's gonna know.
she's of course, and she won't mind. We're still friends. Now, Rachel approached me. I already had feelings for her,
Okay.
so I was like, what the hell? But I never did anything with her for the first few weeks. To me, we were already friends. We hung around every day. To me, we were already friends. That I didn't know what else to do. Like after we said we're in a relationship, so I just did the normal thing we were doing. Yeah. Still, you
Yeah.
want to say something?
Yeah, no, I just want to say, unfortunately, I have to go. I've got a meeting to get to.
Yeah.
I do apologize. But this is an interesting topic, and hopefully you could continue
We'll
it. and I'll-
continue next week. Yeah.
no, why? Just finish the thing.
What do you mean finish
do the,
the thing?
podcast.
Justin's
finish
not
it.
here, bro.
Why?
Justin needs to.
People haven't spoken, man. People need to talk.
Done we out.
Wait.
Really?
Why? We can close it without you. It's okay, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can, like, yeah, you know.
We're
what I mean?
all going to continue.
Okay.
We just wanted you to excuse yourself
Yes.
properly, unlike the last time. So
yes.
at least let people know that you have to bounce.
Yes. I
Okay,
do.
guys, can I just ask one question? Can
Yeah.
I drop the mic when I'm done talking?
Wow.
like,
Wow.
like how they do it on TV, bro.
It's a good thing this is not TV. Why am I...
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out. Please do enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Don't you want to give your handles and whatnot? I'll give out your handles for you. I know it's still Stylo underscore underscore follow Stylo underscore Dlamini. Back to the conversation. Uh, I I was bad because I don't know how to be a boyfriend, because I dated girls before, but it seemed like they were more interested than I was in them. To me, it was just, yeah, you're my girlfriend type of situation, but I wasn't really doing anything. So it's only in grade 10 where I only started to being interested in females. So I was bad, man. For the 2 years, I was bad. I was bad. I was bad.
Bro, you should also drop a few notes, bro, for me, like how to be a boyfriend. Because, hey, bro, it's a struggle, bro.
No,
if
no, 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 no.
if it's
I
not
feel like he's
too
single.
much,
Thank you.
That explains
I
a
was
lot.
about to say that.
if it's not too much, like I'm not doing enough. Like I'm there, bro. But it's never perfect, bro.
Yo, if
don't
there's
know.
anything I've learned about females, bruh, you'll never get it right. Okay? You'll get it right to be with her, but as in to get it right, you'll never get it right. Because women will always be mad at you about something, man.
Oh,
Always.
This
Get
is
yourself a girl
happening.
like TKay, a girl that just doesn't care.
Wow. So anyway, here's my view on this whole getting married, Valentine's Day, dating, boyfriend, girlfriend thing. I honestly think, just out of pure observation of people
Yeah.
in relationships, successful relationships that lasted like 48 years, possibly, and
Yeah.
like there's a whole bunch of people, just watching them
Yeah.
and what people have said in conversations in terms of how did they make it last. They've always said and always maintained that they do what is good for them. They cater to
Yeah.
who they are.
Oh.
And so when it comes to getting it right or having the right this or doing the right this, it's not really
Important.
a notebook kind of situation. It's more of be who God's called you to be who God's called you to be in that relationship as well. So it's not like go around trying to be the right boyfriend, be the right girlfriend. It's literally what God said to you who you need to be, and you be that. And everything else around whoever's coming to you, whoever's going to be around you, or whoever you decide to pursue, they need to be themselves first. So you can't come into a relationship and expect that you guys are going to be like this power couple and y'all don't even know each other individually. Y'all don't even
Yeah.
know yourselves individually. So it's, I think, just observing is just you need to know who you are before you step into a relationship, because then that's not going to take you nowhere. You're not going to know nothing. It's just going to amplify things. So yeah, just from my point of view, do what works for you as a couple. And yeah, so
I actually agree with what he's saying. He's actually wanting to fix himself. He's not asking for the right girl or perfect girl or whatever, but he wants to be the right, perfect guy for the lady which you want to marry, I presume.
Yeah, bro.
You just need to clarify that. Because we're about this marriage life right now. Okay, we're not promoting
marriage
being
first.
promiscuous out here. Okay. I like the fact that you want to fix yourself before you jump into marriage, because that's what I'm doing right now.
Chill for playing games, bro.
Hey man, we're grown out here. Okay, we're grown out here. Yo man, like I've lived my life, bruh, and I don't regret it. Not one bit. I think everything was a learning step for me. Like even the females that I've been with, like I'm still cool with all of them because they all taught me something about myself and about relationships. And as much as it's not ideal for an individual to hop from relationship to relationship, but the beauty about it is, to me, I learned from each one. All of them were education to me. It's like basically dating over and over again for me was like taking the same class. If you get what I mean. It's not something you're supposed to be doing, but you actually learn a lot from repeating the class. Though I don't think anyone should take the same class again and again if they want to learn. Okay,
Pay
but
attention the first time.
yeah, but unfortunately, I was never mature in the sense of relationships. I always wanted the end goal, which was marriage and the happily ever after, but I never ever really thought about the relationship that I was in and how it's going to get me there. To me, I always saw the end goal. I never pictured the now. Because I've never really cared about my partners. I'm going to put that out there. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I've never really cared about my partners. I was the type of guy who was always into sports. And after high school, I was too into music and arts and all other stuff. I've never really had time for a girlfriend. I've had a girlfriend for the sake of having a girlfriend, but I've never really, like, I'm giving my all type of vibe, work on a relationship. Nah, until recently, And that girl broke my heart. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there for the world to know. She broke my heart, but I still love her till this day, man. I'm cool with her. She's cool with me. No. Like I've gotten over the fact that we're broken up, but she was my first love, and I think that's when I knew that, yeah, this relationship thing is real. Because I've never cared about females all this time until recently. I was with someone and that person broke my heart. We had such an amazing relationship, first of all. Okay, I want to put that out there. She was the greatest person ever. But unfortunately, distance became an issue. She got a job elsewhere. So she moved. And obviously, the distance, she couldn't take it, although we'd always travel to see each other. But obviously, my job is very demanding. I work, 6 days, only off to one day in a whole week, which was Saturday. So whenever I went to see her, I would have to have leave or have off days that I was given, but I would have to take them close to the weekend, so I would have a long weekend to go and see her, type of situation. But I guess she couldn't take it, because then there was things like conference. Oh my God. She hated those. Because even if she came through this side, she couldn't really see me much because of the whole conferences, because I was here from day and left late. So TK, give me advice on this matter.
Wow.
Because I can see you're not in this conversation. I'm going to pull you in.
I'm in this. I'm listening.
How would you suggest to fix a situation like that?
What? Distance?
Yes.
I don't know. I think, honestly speaking, I think people put too much emphasis on them together,
Yeah.
which obviously is needed to be there. But then at the same time, you need to factor in the situation and how it is and the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So to put pressure on each other to do something that you both can't do is it's uncalled for, or it's also unfair to both of you, because I mean, if you can't see each other 7 times every day, like during the week, I mean, then just make it work so that you're fine with seeing each other within the hour that you're in, and not dwell on the fact that you can't see each other. I mean,
Yeah.
just like I was saying again, that work it so that it works for you guys, and take into consideration what you can and can't do. Don't be
Yeah.
airy-fairy about things you can't do, and accept the
Yeah.
fact that you can't do them, and then work to a point where you're able to do them.
Yeah.
Whereas you're sitting here now dwelling on the things that you can't do, and
Yeah.
not focusing on what you can do and working towards that. And obviously you take into consideration, listen, we're too busy. What can we do to fix this? So it's a mature conversation. It's a mature outlook on how to handle that kind of thing. I have friends, not necessarily like relationship in terms of boyfriend, girlfriend, but like friends, actual friends, girlfriends, guy friends, where you don't see each other for a year and you only see each other at the end of the year because that's when school comes out, so everyone's seeing each other, and during that time you make an effort to talk to that person, and if you're busy you let the person know I'm busy, and then when you do talk, then you just talk about, okay, listen, this is what I did, this is what I didn't do. So it's just a communication, a lesson of, listen, I accept what you're doing and I know where you're trying to go, so I'm going to support that, and a way of supporting each other is just accepting where you guys are, geographically, personally, mentally, whatever, accept that, and then work towards building each other up. And then later on, when you can actually be together, then you know that everything that you've done, I know what you were doing, I know where you were, with who, and I'm fine with that. So it's just communication and working it to work for you guys. So it's not pressure-filled. Relationships, I don't actually think relationships should be a burden on a person. I mean, if you're single, it's not nice being single because you face things by yourself. But when you're with someone, you can just lay stuff on that person and they lay stuff on you and you help each other carry it. So I think relationships should be lighter rather than heavier. Like if you're in a relationship where it's like just burdensome, then you might as well just be single, like honestly speaking, because then you're just putting too much pressure on each other to lift each other's burdens off, and you shouldn't be that for each other in the first place. God's that person. I'm just putting it out there that God should be the person you're laying your stuff on, but you should be able to talk to someone anyway. So just be you. Work
Jams,
it
bro.
out.
Jams.
Count.
I agree with TKay, man, because I was talking to her earlier on, actually. It seems like we are on the same page, because I'm not the kind of person who's touchy, you know. I could go with not touching you, but the issue with females, at least the ones that I've been with, females are very no, you don't hold me anymore. No, you don't kiss me anymore. Too much everything, man. Like, women watch too much television, okay? And they think the things that they see on movies is how all relationships are supposed to be. First of all, if y'all guys are about that life, be about that life. But I'm not that kind of person. I could be in a room and I don't want to talk to you. But I'm happy with the fact that you're in the room with me. You know what I mean? Like, if I know that my girl's not a gamer and I'm playing a game, she can watch a movie if she wants to watch a movie. Watch your romantic nonsense, whatever. Watch it. Watch your 50 Shades. Huh?
As long as she's there.
Don't watch 50 Shades.
Hey.
Don't watch 50 Shades. Stay in school. Don't watch 50 Shades.
Unfortunately, people are watching that right now because it's out in cinema.
Y'all better boycott stuff. Just say it.
But I'm not the kind of guy. I don't like romantic stuff because, to me, I feel like it places some stupid idea in your head. That's what love is. But love is being with someone in the same room, not talk to each other, but still feel amazing. Just the fact that you know that they're there. We don't have to talk to each other. We don't even have to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
If it works for you, it works for you, is all I'm saying.
But the issue is you have to get a female that understands that. Okay? You can't be the type of guy who loves his space and you get a female that just doesn't like any space between y'all. As soon as she sees you, oh my God, I just want to hug you and love you. Like, you're not going to work, man. You're not going to work. And you're like, I just lost my job. Then you want to tickle somebody. Get off me. Like, you can't work, bro. Like, you need someone who understands your thought process, okay? If you say to someone, listen, if she says, babe, I want to go out and watch 50 Shades. And you be like, yeah, I don't want to go and watch that. I'm sorry. I was at the movies yesterday. Huh?
Hey, what is
No, I'm sorry. Uh,
Pink Panther?
the issue is I was at the movies yesterday to go and watch Den of Thieves, La Movka 50. Yeah. And I noticed that 50 Shades came out on Friday. So I knew that it's going to be a problem. You know, because I know that everyone's on that. Because everyone was talking about it. Oh, Valentine's Day, we'll watch 50 Shades. But they released it early because they're smart, because they know Black Panther's coming out on Friday. Okay, peace out for Black Panther. Having another black superhero, goddammit. I'm happy to watch that one, but I'm not gonna watch it anytime soon because y'all gonna fill up the cinema with your Isbeshu. Yeah. What do you call your stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your traditional gear?
I have no idea what
I know
Bishu,
ours.
Inqiyo,
I'm
and
from
all of that.
this, I'm from the
Yeah,
Bugis,
I've-
but
I've-
I was raised in
Yeah,
the East
TK's
London,
bougie. She
so-
doesn't know nothing traditional. Okay.
Ah, I was in the burbs.
Yeah, man. Like, Ved, I don't even have like my manhood clothes, bro.
What?
I gave it all away. I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this whole situation. So,
So we've been at this for like 2 hours, I'm sure of it.
nah, for only an hour.
2, bruh.
No, it's not 2 hours. We started recording at 4. It's 5:15 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
Is this y'all guys' way of saying you want to close this?
I'm sure people can like write stuff down. We've got a lot to take away from today. I mean, half of it, or more than half of it, was you and Steel fighting.
Okay,
You need to
first of
work
all,
out your relationship, guys. You need to
I wasn't
communicate.
fighting, man.
This guy
I,
Y'all
needs
need
gloves.
to communicate.
I told Steele that I
Or
want to
just
make
sort it
fun.
out like in a guy way.
These guys just
Bring
need
boxing
gloves.
gloves.
Boxing
No, man.
gloves.
Like,
Do you
I
like
told Steele that
wrestling?
I just want to make jokes today. And he always wants to do things formal, you know. He wants to do,
But there must always
so
be
what do you
purpose
think of-"
behind what you do, shape. Like at least, you know?
No, man.
Fine.
Like, we do that on every episode. And I have to come in with, you know, my creepy
Anyway,
self.
so I was watching cricket the other day. And while y'all is busy trying to find Valentine's Day, I'm busy watching cricket and anticipating the next match. So go Protea Fire! Y'all better win.
Boo.
Even if it means wearing pink on the day. You can hate. It's fine. Proteas gonna
First
win
of all,
or draw.
until
whatever, it's
Proteas
fine.
can get black people on their team,
They
I
are.
would
Have you not
Okay,
seen?
this guy.
Have you
I've
not
only
been
seen
watching
one.
cricket?
Been watching,
I
bro.
haven't watched
You
cricket in a
probably
long
watched
time.
Right,
cricket
this
when
guy.
Makantino is still playing. The guy's retired.
Listen, the last time I watched cricket, Jack Callas was still playing. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
They are so.
I'm gonna be honest.
Did you
I'm gonna be
know
honest with
that
y'all.
The youngest, Urabada is the
Urabada,
youngest
yeah.
bowler, whatever, to have wickets on the. Is it
Yeah,
T20
Yeah, I don't
or
like
something?
him.
He is
I
the
don't
number one bowler
And he black.
around the world, bro.
He's young.
He's number
And
one
he's black. So
in
stop
the world,
trying.
bro.
I feel like people need to stop trying and being black this and white this now. I feel like, can we just. I'm going to get persecuted.
No
for
man,
this,
I
but
I,
it's
I love
fine.
equality. Okay, I love equality.
Yeah.
But
it's
let's
fine.
be honest. Protea
There's
has
enough
been
black
racist
people
for
on
that
the
long.
Proteas team.
How many black people
There's
are on the
colours, there's
Proteas?
Indians, there's white people.
Yeah, they don't matter.
It's a
As
rainbow
long as there's
nation.
us there.
Wow. The Lord save you.
Hey, Jesus was black too. Yeah.
Okay, anyway, so
Yeah, he
moving
was.
on swiftly.
Okay, first of all, for y'all to know Jesus was black, you ain't gotta tell me Jesus was black. Okay, because Jesus' first miracle,
Lord,
turning
deliver
water
us
into
from
wine.
skin color syndrome. Anyway,
Okay.
I
I'm just
apologize
kidding, guys.
for
I'm just
Randy,
kidding.
guys.
Jesus ain't
He's just
black.
having
man.
an
I'm-
off day because Steele just left him just like that. So
Okay. Before he closed, there was this other woman. She was.
There we go.
She was.
You want steps?
Yeah, she was caught like driving under the influence. Like she was drinking.
Okay, this is not going where I thought it was.
And then the traffic officers were like, "Okay, you're drinking while you're driving." And then the lady was like, "What? I'm not. It's just water." I'm like, "No." The traffic officer's like, "No, there's alcohol in there." And then the lady was like, she acted surprised, but yo, He just did it again.
I was not expecting that.
People are not afraid of stuff. Anyway,
Okay.
on that bombshell,
That's one of my
drop mic.
dry jokes.
But I'm
Try humor. Yeah, man. Before we go, is there anything you guys want to say, man? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
should
I don't
this
know why
man
I
and
had
this
to sing
woman
that.
be married? If you don't think so.
People who drops like your handles.
No, I'm not entirely sure if I want to be.
Catch me outside. How about that?
I don't know if I can handle 1,000 people right now, so I'm just fine. I'm okay.
I'm fine, man.
First of all, y'all need to stay out of TK's DMs, okay?
Like, it's
We'll
fine.
beat y'all
We're
up.
cool. We're right. I like you. You like cool. I hope you like me. Kind of. Not really. Anyway.
Where can they find you, man?
Are you being for real, bro?
I know where to find you. They don't know where to find you, man.
Bruh, no, man.
We're
He's
gonna
on
be tagging
Facebook.
him a lot. Yeah.
So,
He's a Facebooker.
Yeah, I have Facebook.
and he's got WhatsApp. I can give you his number.
And, it's
First of all, why do you have his number?
It's Ayanda
It's on the
Roots
group.
Silumo.
Why are you people in the group?
I don't know, actually,
I
but it's none
exit
of
out
my
every group,
business.
man.
So,
I don't enter no work groups. I under Silumo all around. Are you on Twitter
Ayanda Roots Silumo on Facebook. That's it.
and Instagram?
I don't even
Wait,
know
why-
what's my
why-
handle on Instagram, bruh. I don't
It's
even.
under Root Silumo, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
friends got your back, man. Your friends got your
But
back.
I don't know if you have to.
First, it
I've never
was the
seen you on
movies.
Twitter.
He makes
have,
movies,
but
so if
I
you ever
don't-
need to make a
I
movie,
remember.
I don't
Ayanda's your guy. You have his handles now.
Yeah,
So,
yo, man, he's a
does a lot.
all-rounder.
yeah.
You've done lights, you've done grip,
Crepes, yeah.
what
art
else have you done?
department.
Art
Very
department. Oh, this guy
experienced.
is very good at sketching. Yeah.
So if any business people are looking for people.
I also sketch. Like I can.
And he holds a
draw,
mic like Mendoza.
I can draw. I can
Solid
sketch. So yeah, I can
Yeah.
paint as well.
Anyway.
That is dope, man. TK, don't give your numbers, please. We know Valentine's Day is in 2 days. Please do not drop your digits.
If y'all need a Valentine's date, please find me on 555-123-4343.
That is a good one. That is actually a good one.
Anyway, yeah, so
As you all know, I'm L-Zee, Braylon's finest all around. Anything else? Oh, I'm also Blurprint CEO on Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. Don't ask me why. On Twitter, I'm also L-Zee Movement. I think that's about it for me. And we are Blueprint Sessions all around. And our email address is blueprintsessions@gmail.com. If you ever want to get us for any events to host, to be your MC,
hopefully not both of them together. 'Cause
hopefully
they fight a
you
lot.
won't invite us to your weddings because some of us are very sexy out here, okay?
Yes, man.
I'm just
Anyway.
putting that out here for Valentine's
So
Day.
we're leaving.
Okay.
This is getting inappropriate.
Okay, why
Oh,
you killing my vibe?
wait. One more
Trying to put
thing.
my CV out there.
One more thing, guys. Ladies. I'm also a Valentine's date for hire. Like, if you.
Anyway, I'm out. See ya.
So yeah.
Wait, let's close this up, man. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. We are Blueprint Sessions. We love you. And do follow Steel. He's Steel _Dlamini and Stelo _Dlamini on all platforms, okay? Even Facebook. But just know that he's married, so do not give him any Valentine's Day invites, please. Thank you.